Hello students. So today we going to discuss our first lecture on agricultural marketing. So students, in today's session we going to learn about the introduction of agriculture marketing. So in this session you will learn what is meant by agricultural marketing, some definitions of agriculture marketing. So let's start. So, the agriculture marketing, it is a term composed of two words, agriculture and marketing. So, agriculture marketing, it formed by two different departments, or we can say two different branches. The one branch is agriculture and another one of marketing. So it is the combination of agriculture and marketing. So agriculture in the broadest sense means activities aimed at the use of natural resources for human welfare. That is, it includes all the primary activities of production. So normally in broader sense, we call agriculture to those activity in which we use natural resources for human welfare. So it includes all the primary activities of production. So whatever production in agriculture sector by using natural resources, and that activity, that output will be useful for the welfare of the human, then we called it as agriculture. It is a broadest sense. It is not an accurate definition of agriculture, but in broadest sense we can say agriculture is a sector where the different activities carried out by using the natural resources for human welfare, and those activities normally involve the production of agriculture products. So it is a agriculture, and generally it is used to mean growing or raising crops and livestock. So this production activity may include the growing of crops, or the raising of crops, or the livestock. So this is about the agriculture. I think the students, you all are aware about the agriculture. So as per you are the students of agriculture background, so still now you are well aware about the what is mean by agriculture. So this subject we going to discuss on agriculture marketing. So you are well aware about agriculture means it is a field where we grow the crop, we rear the animals, we take a production of crops, and that output we can use for the welfare of the society or welfare of the human being. That is what about the agriculture. Now market. So the word market comes from the Latin word mercatus. So where this word came from? So it came from the Latin word that is mercatus, which means merchandise. So merchandise means what? Merchandise means product. It may be the enterprise. It may be the enterprise which is going to sell in a market. So mercatus means it's a merchandise or trade or a place where business is conducted. So normally we called market as a place where the product is, or the activity of marketing is going to done. So that is a market. Normally we use the market term is a place where business is conducted. The word market has been widely and variedly used to mean a place, or building where commodities are bought and sold. So as I told, the we called market to the place. So it's a place where, or we can say not the place, it may be the building, it may be the place, it may be the building where the commodities are bought and sold. For example, supermarket. So this is the example of one of the market. Supermarket is the example of one of market. So supermarket, it is a place where commodities are bought by the that supermarket and it is sold to the customer. So it is a place, that is a market. And the second one, potential buyers and sellers of a product. So two widely and variedly used mean, that is the place where commodities are bought and sold, and there are the potential buyers and sellers of a product. So it is not it's not sufficient to only have a place, to have a building for market. To actual market, there should be the potential buyers and sellers. So we can say market is comprised of a place where potential buyers and sellers come together to buy and sell a product. So example, wheat market, cotton market. So these are the some examples of the market. So now definitions of market. So as we discussed in last slide, the market is a place where the potential buyers and sellers are available and they are carried out the activity of buying and selling. So this is the this was the meaning of market. Now we going through with the different definitions of the market. So the first definition of market is the sphere within which price determining forces operate. So market is a place where the price determining forces, they are operate. So which are the price determining forces? So demand and supply are the two forces which determine the price of a product. So we can say a market is a sphere where the price determining forces, that is demand and supply, are operate. That is a first definition of market. Then second one, a market is an area within which the forces of demand and supply coverage to establish a single price. So buyer can buy a product at a single price. He will pay whatever the amount they have decided to give for that product. So the next definition of market, that is a market is an area within which the forces of demand and supply coverage to establish a single price. So as we discussed in first slide, first definition, that the market is a sphere within which price determining forces operate. So these price determining forces operate for what? They operate for single price. They operate for establishing a price for that product. So the price, it depends on the availability of product, or we can say supply of the product and demand of the product. And where these two are intersect, then that will be the price. They can equilibrium, they can determine the price for that product. So it is a second definition. Then next, the term market means not a particular marketplace. So in a few traditional definition, market is defined as a place. But in nowadays, if you see the current era of the marketing, so there are the digital markets are there. So there is no any place where buyer and sellers come together and they bought and sell the product. But we can say it is a platform in which the buyers and sellers interact, means the first definition will suit for the internet marketing, because that is a sphere within buyers and sellers are operate, and they determine the prices, and there are the selling of the product. So in this definition, the term market means not a particular marketplace in which things are bought and sold, but the whole of any region in which buyers and sellers are in such a free intercourse with one another that price of the same goods tend to equality easily and quickly. So this definition you can say applicable for the online buying and selling. So the next definition of market, that is the market means a social institution which performs activities and provides facilities for exchanging commodities between buyers and sellers. Again, this definition will be suitable for online and offline both the markets. So it is a social institution. We cannot say it is the only place according to this definition. This definition clear that market is a social institution where the the performs activities. So which are those activities? So activities related to the marketing and provide facilities for exchanging commodities between buyers and sellers. So this is a social institution in which different activities are performed and provides facilities for exchanging commodities between buyers and sellers. So there will be the exchange of commodity with the price of that commodity. So this is what about the definitions of market. Then next term, that is agricultural marketing. So now we are looking towards the our main definition, that is agriculture marketing. So as I told, the agricultural marketing is a combination of two terms. The first one is agricultural and second one is marketing. So I think now you all are clear about the market, what is meant by the market. But market is a place, it is a sphere, but marketing is a process in which all activities related to marketing are carried out. So now the agriculture marketing is the study of all the activities, agencies and policies involved in procurement of farm inputs by the farmers and movement of agricultural products from the farms to the consumers. So here agriculture marketing means not only the selling of product of the farmer, but it includes two sides. As we discussed in first lecture, agriculture marketing include two sides. The first side is procurement of raw material. So procurement or buying of all raw material, not only raw material, we can say procurement of a farm inputs. So procurement of all the inputs required for production. So whatever the activities involved in the procuring of inputs, that plus whatever the activities involved in marketing of product produced by farmer, both together we can call as agriculture marketing. So agriculture marketing means it is a study of all the activities, whatever the activities carried out for marketing, as well as agencies, whatever agencies involved in the agriculture marketing. That agencies may be the government agency, that may be the cooperative agency, that may be the private agencies. So all the activities, all the agencies and policies, all the policies made by the farmer, made by the sellers, made by the buyers. So it is a combination of all those activities, agencies and policies. For what? They are involved for procurement of farm inputs and procurement of farm inputs by the farmers and movement of agriculture products from the farms to the consumers. So I think you are clear. It involves all the activities, all the policies, all the agencies for buying of input from the uh, uh, mm, from different suppliers by the farmers and selling of farmers product to the ultimate consumer. So it is what about the agriculture marketing. So agriculture marketing connotes a series of activities. So what is meant by marketing? It is a combination of series of activities, not a single activity. When it is a series of activities involved in moving the goods from the point of production to the point of consumption. So we can say marketing means what? It is a combination of all activities which involved the moving of goods from the point of production to the point of consumption. It is a marketing. It includes all the activities involved in creation of time, place, form, and possession utility. So this is what about the agricultural. So now I think you are clear about what is meant by agriculture marketing. Now the next point, that is the scope of agricultural marketing. So as I told, the agriculture marketing is a combination of both sides, the marketing of farm products produced by farmers, and second one is the marketing of farm inputs required by farmers in the production of farm products. So in a scope you have to elaborate the how the marketing of farm products done by the farmers. So in that, whatever the activities, whatever the functions performed by the farmers for selling their product. So that functions may be the packing, grading, standardization, warehousing, storage, then buying and selling, then financing. So all those functions comes under the scope of the farmer's side, selling of farmer's product. Then another side, that is the marketing of farm inputs. So in that you have to remember that whatever the marketing functions performed by the farm input suppliers or farm input producers, so how they done their marketing, what are their channels, all those comes under the scope. So scope has two sides. The first side is for final product or selling of a produce of a farmer, and second side the selling of the farm input required for the farming. Then subject matter of agricultural marketing. So in a subject matter, this includes product marketing as well as input marketing. So as we discuss the subject matter, it includes the two sides. The first one is product marketing and second one is input marketing. So the output marketing is as old as civilization itself. So output marketing is a older term in the agriculture marketing. After some innovations, after passing by some time, the input marketing was developed. So the older one was the uh, output marketing. The importance of output marketing has become more conspicuous in the recent past with the increased marketable surplus. So now the farmers are not only looking for the subsistence farming, or we can say the taking a production for their own consumption, but they are looking, or they has changed their views as a commercial farming. So as their views have changed, they have increased their marketable surplus, and if they have the sufficient products for selling, then there are the scope for agriculture marketing is increasing. The farmer produce their products for the market. So nowadays farmers are not producing for consumption, but they are producing for the market or for the selling. Input marketing is comparatively new subject. So as I told, as compared to output marketing, input marketing is a comparatively new in the marketing of product. So farmers in the past used such farm sectors input as local seeds and farm aid manure. So why input marketing is new? Because the previously farmers, they are using their own inputs. They are not using the chemicals and all those. They only use the seeds whatever they have available with them, which they produced in their own farm, and as a fertilizer, as a manure, they were using the farm aid manures. So these inputs were available with them. The purchase of inputs for production of crops from the market by the farmers was almost negligible. So purchasing of inputs from the markets was always negligible. So there was very less scope for selling, not selling, for buying of the input from the market. So new agricultural technology is input responsive. So now looking, farmers are looking to the broader term. They are looking for the commercialization. So now they are using the technology, and due to the use of technology, they require the high yielding varieties. They require the standard machineries and good quality agrochemicals. So it has a good scope. Especially the subject of agriculture marketing includes marketing functions, agencies, channels, efficiency and cost, price spread and market integration, producers, surplus, government policy and research, training and statistics on agriculture marketing. So, students, this was about the introduction of agriculture marketing. So, in next session, we will discuss about the difference between market and marketing and the introduction of market and marketing. So, in today's session, we discuss about the introduction of agriculture marketing, introduction of market, then scope of agricultural marketing and the subject matter of agriculture marketing. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, any queries, then you can contact on our group. Thank you.